So welcome everybody. In this video we are going to learn how to make this back to school flyer design in Canva. So without wasting much of our time, let's jump right into Canva and do that now. So we're going to start dragging our elements to our design to get started. So we have this back. I'm going to drag into the design. Let's just resize this and place it somewhere here. And for the background, I think we're going to use one of the default orange. Okay, we're going to use this. Then for other elements, we're going to try to bring every other thing. Okay, I'm going to drag all this into the design, and I'm just going to make this one smaller. Maybe place it somewhere here. For this one, place it somewhere here, make it a little smaller, and we're going to come back to them later on. I just want to position this one, and most importantly is the 3D text that we're going to be doing. Okay, so I'm going to bring in my text, hit T on my keyboard, and I'm going to type back to school. Do I really need to type? Because it's going to be useless, so there's no need to type it. So I'm just going to come to effect. I'm going to scroll down. You see all these effects here? Okay, all these ones. Okay, yeah, cool, right? They look 3D-ish. Okay, you can find use cases for them. Okay, I hardly use them, but you see this one here that says app. Okay, gives you access to 3D text and other text tool that you can use. But the one we're going to use is this one that says Text Studio Maker. Okay, just click on this one and allow it to load, and we are going to create our 3D text from that. Okay, there are a bunch of them. Some of them are free, some of them are not. Like if you see all these ones are free. Then this one that has premium written under here is not free. Okay, you can try a couple of them just to get your hands. Look at this one, for instance. It's cool. If you type your text, it's going to be, and you can just come here and say add to design. Okay, and now we have this. Cool, right? So you can type any text. The only thing is this is not editable. This is a graphic and you can download or just send to somebody, or you cannot come here and edit it unless you go back and create the text again. In order for you to access that place, you need to click on the text, come to effect, then scroll down, and you see this one again. So you come back. Okay, another way to access that without coming to the effect is to come to app and just search for 3D text. Search for 3D text and look for the 3D text studio, this one that has T with this clay icon. Just click on it and it's going to take you to the same place. So it's just a shortcut right there. So come to new, because the one we're using has can be hard to look for. Very cool. Here we have it. This is the one we're using. You can use anyone, okay, just for you to practice. Okay, I'm going to type back to school. Back to, okay, let me type back to. Okay, then we're going to create the other one later on, and I want to, okay, let's use this one like this with the shadow. You can add the shadow here or remove the shadow. Okay, I want the one with the shadow, so I'm going to add it to my design. Then I'm going to come here and type in school so that I can get access to the word school. Okay, cool, right? So I'm going to drag this one into our design. Okay, now what we have here, now we have the ability to change the colors here, and we also have the ability to change the color. So what we're going to do in order to get another design, like another color, I'm going to come here and just pick red on this one, and it's going to change it to that color. So I'm going to pick red again. Okay, now we have it this orangey so that it can match with our background. Now this text is actually useless, like I said in the beginning. I'm just going to delete it because there's no need for that. So what's left now is for me just to resize my element, and we are good to go. So I'm going to delete this one too because I don't need it. And now what we have is this. Okay, and we're going to bring in the text. Okay, I would have actually left that one. Let's bring in another text. I'm going to type welcome, and we're going to look for a script font. I have some script fonts. I'm not really okay with the script fonts in Canva. Okay, so I have some that I've downloaded that I normally use. If you see my uploaded font, I got this from dafont.com. I know that font has their own problem, but I mainly use this for personal projects, so I don't have issues with that. So I'm just gonna I don't like that font. I think this is almost cool. Let me try this. Let me see. Okay, I think I like this one. Let me see this person. Okay, I'm having an issue with this person. Cool. When you're using script fonts, letter spacing don't work well. Okay, just leave it at 0. Okay, because sometimes when you do that, the text they end up entering each other, which doesn't make the text look good. Okay, I'm going to change the color here to white, and I think that will be it for that. So I'm going to bring in the other elements like the school badge and logo. A school logo, a school badge. Okay, but when you place it on a shirt, it becomes a badge or something. So I'm going to bring in the shape rectangle. I'm going to come here, click arrow on my keyboard, or you go to your elements tab and bring in a rectangle. So I'm going to stretch this, and I'm going to position this one here. I think it's okay like this. I'm going to round off the edges a little bit. Okay, let's say 20, 22. Okay, and I'm going to make color to be default gradient, the first black to white, black to gray rather. Okay, and we have our social media icon. You can search for these items here, but I just prefer having them here just to save time. Okay, so I'm just going to come here and place this on our design. I want to change the colors to black, to white. Okay, now we have that, and we're gonna make this one white. We're gonna make this one also white. Now let's zoom in so that we can get something done. So we have these two. I'm gonna scale them down, and what we have now is this. Okay, I'm supposed to scale all of them together at the same time, but we're gonna use a grid to get it right. Okay. Now what we have, so let's bring in this text. Let's make a duplicate of it. Let's pick something. What font is this? Let me see. Inter. Okay, let's use the Inter. Let's scroll up. Okay, cool. Now we can drag this one here so that we can use it for social media handle. But because I'm creating this, I'll probably upload this as a template. I'm going to use the default Canva text so that it becomes reusable for me. So I'm going to drag these two into the design, and we can change the color. Okay, both colors to what color? White. Okay, cool. And what font is that? They are so Inter. Okay, cool. So we can actually delete this since a text already Inter. No, let's position this way. This text, this can be a social media handle. Okay, I'm using the website here, just an example, or maybe I can just remove this. Okay, cool, right? And I'm gonna position this one here. Let me see, too far into the edge. I talked about micro spacing some time ago. Avoid getting elements into your very edge of your box. Okay, so that you can maintain your spacing. So let's adjust this. Shift arrow is going to bring in your guide, and now we can drag and make sure that everything is intact. Okay, when you are balancing two objects, you can use this method. Make sure that the circle is bigger than the rectangle by a little inch. Okay, so pixels should just be on the side, because visually it's going to be more balanced when you do it that way. But when you don't, you're going to feel like the circle is smaller than the rectangle. So it's a trick, it's a technique that you can use for your design. And now what we have is this. Okay, what we have is this, and I feel like my bag is too small. Okay, all right, and maybe it's okay because I'm going to add some text in there. So let's push this one upward, and let me hide my grid. Shift arrow is going to hide it. So I'm going to drag this one here. I'm going to make it smaller. Okay, when making your text for Instagram size, try you make sure that it's at least 15. Your font size is 15. At least with that, it's still visible. Okay. So let's write some welcome back to school wish. So I'm going to use the magic write, and I'm going to click here. Okay, I'll say back to school wish, back to school wish. Okay, this was be 202. Okay, back to school wish. I'm just gonna say it, and it's gonna generate something for me, so I'm just gonna replace it. I'm not gonna read it at all. Okay, cool. I'm gonna remove this to emojis. I'm gonna make it center align. Okay, you can read yours. Okay, after doing that, right? And I'm gonna position it somewhere here. Okay, now we have this. We're gonna use this for drop shadow, which is going to really up your game in design. Since we're working with 3D, it's good that you handle your drop shadows very well so that you can have cool effect. So I'm going to position this one here, and I'm going to drop it down, drop the opacity, and I'm going to send to the back of the star. So I'm going to select it, use my shortcut to bring it back, or you come here and move your element according to where you want it to be. The shortcut to move something to the back is control left bracket. Okay, just like you're seeing on the screen. I'm going to take the opacity down a little bit, and I'm going to alt drag so that I duplicate it, because I'm going to position it on this one too. Okay, let's make this one a little bit smaller, and let's make it smaller. Too big, it's too big. So I'm going to make it this one larger, and it's right at the back already. Okay, so now we have them casting little tiny drop shadow, which is very cool. Okay, now I just have to like position things. Okay, I want this code to be bigger. Okay, I think this size is okay by having it that way, and I'm just going to drop this one a little bit to the bottom. So what we can do here, we're going to add some little drop shadow here. Okay, just use the default, don't drag anything. Okay, and I'm going to position that one here. Now I can make this one big, then drag it to the bottom. I feel like my text are too upward here. Okay, so I can do something like this, then drag this one here, trying to avoid this text being here. Or maybe we can use this method here where we flow it to the left and just put it somewhere here. Not bad at all, just to conserve the space and make use of them. Okay, so all right, I don't know which one is better, but I think this is cool. Okay, and one last thing is we can make a duplicate of our design. Select our design, come here and make duplicate. It's going to duplicate the page. Then for the background, we can work something out. We can use something default here again, and you can see how cool that is, right? Or we can come to see all of the gradient, and come to the monochromatic, and maybe just choose this one. Okay, how cool is that? Cool, right? So you can make this one, you can make two variations of your choice. So I prefer this one actually. I like this gradient, kind of cool. Matches with the blue bag and orange with blue. It's kind of cool, and with touch of yellow. Nice. So that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you find it helpful. Please do your assignment, submit, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. One last thing, this thing is too close. Okay, just nudge it a little bit, and that's it. Bye.